got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns in this divisional round of the playoffs. The Browns are at home. Let's see what uniform they're going to wear. Yeah, I rock this. That's cool. Change my shoes. That'll work. Should I wear brown socks? Definitely not white. You see, yeah, I rock the brown socks. That'll work. That's cool. Okay, let me see. Baltimore, I'm gonna put them in all white. Yeah, that's cool right there. Perfect. Now I gotta watch out for Devin Duvernay and Marquise Brown. Both of those are some fast wide receivers.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Great game. Lamar Jackson, man, this boy is amazing.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, we look at
I hate playing against him. He's a great quarterback, but I hate playing against him because he can run it and throw it.
They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
I don't know, but this year, in real life, Lamar ain't gonna have to throw it this year. I think he can do it.
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carrying the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round, but he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
Oh my God, he flipped that out.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. For about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Play action. It's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space,
he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On third down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Oh, my
and he's
God.
brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson.
No.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, 34 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Bulldozes past him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Oh, he bowls over it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things. things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's given us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big
gets the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. The 10-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. They'll give this to Ricard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. These two teams all tied after one. Not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground. Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They run. Chubb looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mayfield to throw it. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slow. That way, because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 8. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action with Jackson. McKinnon here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 64 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be in.
Man, what is up with that throw, man?
Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. And we didn't try and pass downfield, the fell incomplete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Hunt. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. 3
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. backfield now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and pull him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
30 inches. Come on.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. A few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
3rd inches, they just hand it to the
they can have that first. I'd rather give it first down and give it a touchdown.
That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Oh, come on.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Marquise Brown.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean,
come on, Cleveland.
What do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out, so 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And again, they'll go right
Let's
back
go.
to the fullback.
That's defense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Good way to hold him at 3, Cleveland. rather give up 3 than give up 7.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding that again.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else.
I gotta
and
put
that's
the ball
way you
back
win
on
the
the
game.
ground
And right now, he
where I
needs
have the most
everyone else
success.
to start scoring, quote unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Just keep feeding my running backs.
On the carry, it's Chubb.
Feeding the ball.
Runs over it, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Run, Nick Chubb.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pump the cork a few times and get out of there.
We have indeed. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Why are they talking about field goal? Why did he say that?
Chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. The second
lost.
wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Second and goal. Put it on the, keep it on the ground. I'm gonna give it to
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb.
Good D. I'm going for it, man.
One of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
Come on, Hollywood Higgins. It's going to you. Matter of fact, it depends on what this outside linebacker going to do. I might throw it to Kareem Hunt.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
There we go.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns have an extra point.
On that play, if I was to throw it to Kareem Hunt, I would have had to do it like as soon as that outside linebacker would have came past me, I would have had to throw it. But I waited too late. And that's why I was glad that Hollywood Higgins, Rashard Higgins got open.
They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
You got 39 seconds to keep Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens out of the end zone.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half.
I think they got all their timeouts too. They're going to try to get in the field goal range.
Put something together here.
Now they got 2 timeouts. I'm going to have to...
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
Clock should still be running.
Across the 30-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact.
Yeah, I'm glad I pulled up on Lamar because he would have took off. If I didn't pull up, he wouldn't have threw the ball. He would have kept it.
They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Good defense, Cleveland.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
Man, I don't want to.
Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Get to the sideline.
He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Man, this is going to be tight.
Mayfield now from the 50.
Glad ain't nobody pick it off, though. Yeah, so I'm just about to run it, man. Let the clock run out. I ain't tripping.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
I ain't trying to beat too much of this clock right now. This is the 3rd.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
try to
report.
do too much is how you mess up.
This is the 2nd of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets doing battle with the Kansas City
supposed
Chiefs.
to have a decent squad this year.
Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Well, the Jets been horrible the last, couple of years.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC Divisional round.
Let's go, Philly.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing 2nd half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb.
Yeah, no, they was in there at halftime talking about my run game, trying to get my run game under control. I might have to go to the air this 2nd half. Let me see.
Making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Higgins or Jarvis Landry, whichever one is open. Higgins. Good catch, boy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Good way to get some separation, too.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
Let's go.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I didn't think he was going to be open.
After the catch,
I was
going
going
to
to
get
hit
him 23 and a 1st.
throw up on the slant.
Has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Turn up. Somebody hurt.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Game be glitching. Madden need to work on it.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt.
Let's go.
He'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 111 yards for him on the ground now.
PCL sprain.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency
My
breaker.
boy. Nick Chubb hurt, man. Damn.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he is into the end zone.
Another injury, Anthony Schwartz. What is going on?
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Parkey for the extra point.
Oh my God.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's in the league or
As he
something.
did so with a touchdown run.
Abdominal tear. What the? Man.
The Browns kicking team out there now as he'll send this one away.
They done for the rest of the year. Both of them. This is the playoffs. There's only one more game.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
On 2nd down, here's the option. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Get a stop.
Here's Ricard.
Let's go. Come on, man. Why we can't get the ball?
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Come on, man.
Now Jackson.
Good D. Let's go.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Should have had that damn fumble.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
The defense
Instead, in
gives
this
the award.
case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always...
Hold on, let me check his stats pretty quick. They tell me he ain't got no stats. Kareem Hunt, he had over 100-some yards rushing. Okay. Yeah, this game be glitching, man. 16 carries, 121 yards so far.
It's a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
And as a quarterback, you got to be able to extend plays with your legs too.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Into the secondary, past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is.
Kareem Hunt, he played good under the lights,
where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates.
He be turned.
The 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, but one thing, he will trip over some feet or some legs. He will trip.
He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11.
Well, probably any other running backs probably trip over some feet or some legs, but
they'll run with Hunt.
He the only running back I really be playing with, him and Nick Chubb. Man, well, the running backs on my team.
Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game.
The only team I ever played with on there is the Browns.
Sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
When the Browns had moved to Baltimore, during that time, when I was playing Madden, and the Browns moved to Baltimore in '95, I became a Denver Broncos fan then.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's when
at the 44-yard line.
Terrell Davis, John Elway, Bill Romanowski, Steve Atwater.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
I think what drew me to Denver was their uniforms. I think that's why I picked them on a video game one day when I was a kid. And
the gun. They run it
And
with
then I really learned about the team just from playing with on the video game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that.
So first
I remember way back
from the 30.
in the 90s. That wasn't that far away though. In Madden, when you were like, they had an animation where you get hit so hard, your helmet could like pop off. Man, I used to love that. Man. And then you if one of your teammates would get hurt, they bring the ambulance on the field and cart you off the field. It was like an extreme injury and cart you off the field like that.
The run got 4.
But this was before they made it illegal for those helmet-to-helmet hits. That's during that time, man.
Now with a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
70 carries, bro. That's so fun.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll take it from the 18
18
to the
too
15.
many carries.
A gain of 3.
And get him hurt. That's another thing too, which I believe that you can give your running back too many carries and like wearing down and he can get hurt. So I try to give him between 25 and 30 carries a game, and then take him out and put my backups in.
2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's got his man
Let's get there.
That's Landry. And he takes it
I'm about a yard shy.
Before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
And you got to get the Kareem Hunt quick. Like soon as you come off the line, if you hit like a little out or whatever you call that.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
You got to hit him quick.
The catch run there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Yeah, that first guy usually getting ran over. The second guy might make the tackle, but the first guy, he getting ran over 9 times out of 10. To get you another TD before we call it a night for you, Kareem. There we go.
Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off.
Baltimore kind of had me nervous for a second. In the first half, they was winning. I was down like 14-10, 14-7 at first, or something like that. I was down though. It's like my Browns had to warm up, man. They had to warm up.
And Kareem Hunt wanted to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
I mean, I ain't got the game won yet, cause 2 touchdowns. That ain't nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there.
And they got a whole quarter plus 4 minutes. 2 touchdowns ain't nothing. I gotta stay. I gotta stay focused.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20.
Lamar Jackson come out, throw a touchdown pass like on the first play. You know what I'm saying?
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The fullback, man, he doing his thing.
Some options on second and short. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You run the whole week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. Right side to Bateman. 2 catches now in this divisional round.
We got the first,
matchup.
though.
That one, a first down. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
Good dude.
And we'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Play action. Now Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And then in real life, they was talking about if other teams had Lamar Jackson, his style of play figured out. Like, if people got you figured out, good way to hold them. But if, you know what I'm saying, person got you figured out, know what you're going to do before you do it, and it's not going, you're not going to be successful. So that's what they basically trying to say, that teams this year most likely got Lamar Jackson, his style of play figured out. So the Baltimore Ravens most likely ain't going to be successful this year, if depending on Lamar Jackson. But we gonna see, man. But it's just crazy how people always try to downplay you. You know, underestimate you. And I'm just a real person, man. And the Baltimore Ravens, they like our rivals. You know, they're in our division along with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. But yeah, people always try to
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
Yeah, Becky, he has to drop back about 10 yards to throw that. Dude, coming.
They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them.
I ain't want to just run and throw it away, because I seen Jarvis Landry was open. Yeah, I ain't want to just waste that. I'm like, let me run, try to get away from dude a little bit. get it to him.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Kick the ring. He should be at about
This is Hunt.
26 carries, 24.
Pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield.
Come on, Kareem. What you doing?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the
Good defense, Baltimore.
Is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Yeah, I'm putting it.
Title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yeah, I'm on my own 45. Yeah, I ain't gonna make it easy for him. I'm gonna try to hit the sideline.
Down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Not too shabby here.
Out of 12. Good.
The 12-yard line.
That ain't bad. That's better than them having it at the 20.
Another possession, and this could be the defining moment of their season. All hyperbole aside, you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round.
I would prefer to have it at the 1. But they can have it at the 12.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now it's Jackson.
Oh,
incomplete.
good D.
Coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10.
Start sending some blitzes at him.
First down. Jackson now. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
He got the first, but he took that hit, though. Yeah, I was trying to send a blitz. A couple blitzes, send me some different looks.
A first down. Jackson.
Oh, what they calling, they gonna probably call me for pass interference because I got in dude way. Holding. They gonna call holding.
2nd and 2. So they elected to
illegal contact. Yeah. Yeah, because I ran into dude. I stopped him. Like, slowed him up.
On 2nd down, Jackson. This ball tipped and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate to get that back. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down.
Got that fool back again, man.
It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Let's get it, man. big boy would have been a little faster. He would have caught me. I'm glad it was big boy instead of like a wide receiver.
Carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Harkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
That sealed it. I put him 3. I put him 3 touchdowns in a hole. I don't think they could put up 3 up on me in the quarter. I don't think so.
Go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
I don't think they could put another one up, let alone 3. But I may be wrong. Like I said, during the regular season, yeah, Baltimore, yeah, one play drives, touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes
We play Baltimore twice a year.
Divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
So this is like the 3rd time this year we played each other.
30 to the 32. 7 yards the pick up there.
The first time Baltimore beat me.
Here, 2nd and 3.
The last 2.
Back to throw. Jackson. It's James Prochet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I don't know why they ain't using Duvernay. Devin Duvernay. Man, they was using him during the regular season to catch passes.
It's Jackson. That one drops down, incomplete.
He was catching some nice passes, man. I'm like, man. I kept hearing his name during that regular season, during the games we was playing each other. Duvernay. Duvernay.
Once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Right, just come in, yeah.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Sammy Watkins.
Nice gain, 16 yards there.
He came from
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and
Kansas City Chiefs.
Don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And I've been seeing people, the media downplaying Baltimore. Not just Lamar Jackson, but Baltimore period as a whole. Like, they got some weapons on Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, Devin Duvernay, Marquise Brown, and then they got a decent running back. No, they running back left. But, man, you don't, man, they backup running back could probably do some, do whatever they need to be done as far as running the ball.
From the 20 to the 19.
You know, they got some weapons, man. Baltimore got some weapons, man. I'm not really worried about Baltimore not being a decent team. Because of running back left, man. Let's go.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backward.
Folded him.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th.
Come on, Lamar.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this team was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, like I said, I just hope the Browns beat Baltimore, man, but I think they're going to be a decent team.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, they go with a tight end carry.
Oh, he ran it. Oh, man. Good one. Good one. But they had to go for it. They down too much. I ain't mad at him. I just should have stopped him. There we go.
First and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Yeah, Dobbins, he hurt.
And hang on here,
oh, no. Dobbins, he the one that, I think he left or he hurt or something like that from Baltimore. Dobbins. Yeah. He got traded or he hurt or something like that. In real life.
Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call.
I thought I was going to get rough in the pass because I showed hit the hit stick after he hit man.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it?
The lineman?
Questioning, should they go for it? Should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right.
Did Lamar just throw it to throw it like a
and convert?
Oh my God. He threw that to a lineman. But it's not unlikely, though. Quarterbacks have threw passes to linemen around the end zone. Short passes, though. Ooh!
He lost the football.
I seen him punch that loose. Good defense. Kareem, you got to hold on to that, boy. You got to cover that ball up.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
Seen that.
Doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up
and avoids the turnover.
Yeah, oh yeah. Let me take bro out real quick. I forgot. Yeah, let me take him out before he get hurt. Cause he didn't add about 20 something, about 30. No, about 25. Matter of fact, cause Nick Chubb is hurt, so I'm gonna put Dearness right there. And then I'm gonna put Dimitri Felton right there. And put Dearness here. Yeah. Put them two ends and back each other up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Mayfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter do the old hold up 4 fingers college sign.
Baltimore tired now.
And they certainly weren't kidding.
They tired.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Oh, this Dearness Johnson.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Man.
8 yards there.
Running room was scarce.
Left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That just slipped through.
This offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Let's see. I'm going to throw it. No, I'm going to keep it on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff, Johnson, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up.
Look at that linebacker right there.
Stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge.
Hands
of
on
this
his
scenario
knees.
right now. They want to stay
He
that
huffing
way.
and puffing. He tell I'm running straight at him. He got pushed all the way downfield.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts.
Go get to the next game right after this.
Without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing.
They'll try and run. This is
so turn on your notification bell so you can know when I go live. Get a notification.
A good pick up there, 7 yards.
Because the next game should be the Super Bowl.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Johnson again. He's in.
He had to lower his shoulder. Try to truck number 36.
Johnson taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The backups, I like him. Demetric Felton, I hope he lasts through the cuts. I think he will. I'm talking about like in real life. I hope he lasts through these preseason cuts, man, because he's a decent running back. We could really use him. You gotta keep you some nice durable running backs, even as backups on your team, man, just in case if your running backs go down. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen, man. They could sprain an ankle, a knee, anything could go wrong, man.
The Ravens offense now, they get set
And you gotta have a replacement, a good replacement.
Divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they
I
face
hope
in this
don't nothing
fourth
go
quarter.
wrong with our starters this year, or nobody starters across the league. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody stay healthy, man. Because regardless of this game, man, these are people that's playing this game. You know, so.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
But yeah, I just hope everybody stay healthy, man.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Finding Watkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up the fourth down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled for just a short gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Connecting with Andrews. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up.
Baltimore, just run the clock out, man.
The training staff works on him.
Getting hurt,
we'll
man.
step aside and be right back.
Should have took him out.
2nd and 4.
Like 2 plays, man. Run the clock out, man.
Jackson will throw again. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring him second down.
He ain't that fast to get out there to that ball.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Let's go.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Take it home.
Greedy Williams picks it.
Take it to the house.
40, 30.
I'm going to show you, man.
10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Greedy Williams.
Defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Parkey for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The Browns
You got 1 second.
now as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
Good game, y'all.
The Browns going to roll on as
On
we
the
say
wave.
so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Man, they had to show Lamar on the ground twisted up like that after a sack, man.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has
damn,
been a
he threw for
presentation of the
347.
NFL on EA
I ran for
Sports. For more,
293.
check us out at
Passed for 187.
easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long.
Yeah, oh, yeah, red wine, number 29. He got released yesterday, I think. Yeah, he got cut. No interceptions. He threw 1. 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I got to get my pass defense together. 71 yards, 25 carries, 14 yards, 74 carries. Lamar had 9 carries for 20 yards. Leon 6 for 26. 3 for 12. Okay, Dolphins 3 for 9. Okay. David and Njoku. He got 4 receptions for 92 yards. Who else? Hooper, he got 2 receptions for 19. Devin Duvernay, this guy. They was using him like crazy in the other games. In the preseason, I mean in the regular season, they was using Devin Duvernay. He was catching that ball all over my defense one game when we played each other. Man. Oh, he went to Texas. He a Texas Longhorn. Devin Duvernay. I should have known, man. In Texas, that's my team. Texas Longhorns. I like them. I haven't really watched them in some years, though, man. But when I was watching college football, yeah, the Texas Longhorns. That was my squad, man. And this guy, man, Jeremiah, he gonna be nice this year, and he's a rookie. He's gonna be great. I think the Browns, man, we got a great squad. We got a great squad this year. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And we gonna get to the next game.